Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Show them how they can contact the show. That's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week phone number right here, folks. If you ever want to be on the show, want to contact us, send text messages right there. Also, chief@fetyournews.com is our email address and all the ways to follow us on social media. Yes, it is 9:32 in the morning, and I have not, it's April 1st, April Fool's Day. I have been a part of, I don't like April Fool's Day. I used to like it, right? Is today the day that we're supposed to play tricks on everybody? April Fool's, right? Big April Fool's joke. But 1998, I remember that. I had the best, worst April Fool's joke played on me. And it involved like 7, 8 people. It involved people in other states. It involved CEOs of corporations. I mean, I had a product delivered that the customer was screaming was wrong. The manufacturer said it was correct. They put me in touch with the CEO of the corporation of the manufacturer that wanted to know why I was bothering him about this. And when I asked, he said, I have already checked. I've already heard about it. Now, this was like almost a $150,000 delivery of product. And I'm talking to the CEO of a corporation that says, I know the product's correct. They had everybody in on it. Everybody. I mean, I'm calling people in Chicago, why is this product? There's nothing wrong with the product. And they're all laughing their keister off at me because it was all an April Fool's joke. I got a customer telling me they're not going to buy the $150,000 worth of product. They're going to send it back. I better get rid of it. I better have new product there the next day. Product that takes 2 weeks to get. I mean, I was stressing out, man. I was throwing coffee pots. I was cussing up and down the hallway. They took about 3 hours on me on this. Yes. And they were enjoying the hell out of it. Everybody but me. And then all of a sudden, this started at 7:30 in the morning on April Fool's. And about 10 o'clock that morning, somebody broke over and said, April Fool's. Oh my God, I'm telling you. All right, anyhow, hey, I've gone too long. Second, I know this is the first time in the history of my brackets, NCAA brackets, that I, your host, has not one single team, not one, in the Final Four. Not one. I don't have a one. Not a one. Duke went down. Duke was the last I had yesterday, and they went down. Okay? Boom. Not one. Worst Final Four for me in the history of brackets. So that being said, we'll move right along. All right? Who do you think will win now the national champion? Now. Who do you think now will be? Okay? All right, 32 minutes ago, let's go over this very quickly here. So we have the President of the United States tweeting out 32 minutes ago, can you believe the radical left Democrats want to what? Can you believe that the radical left Democrats want to do our new and very important census report without the all-important citizenship question? Report would be meaningless and a waste of billions. Ridiculous. It cost $5 billion. Ridiculous cost it put it together. So the president tweeted that out. No citizen. They want to do it without a citizen question. That being said, now Obamacare. Now, I don't know how many pictures I got left here. Give me, let's do why I'm telling you. Fox News. Okay, Fox News hired Donna Brazile. Now, look at number 23. Give me number 23. Howard Schultz Town Hall. Right? There he is. Howard Schultz Town Hall. Now, Howard Schultz is the former CEO. He's not CEO any longer, right, of Starbucks, right? I guess not. Anyhow, maybe he is. But he is the progressive that wants to run as an independent. And CNN has done all these town halls. Every single person. If you call CNN today and you say, I think I'm going to run on a Democrat ticket, they'll schedule your town hall. Absolutely. A free fundraiser, by the way. So let's go to 24. Americans Election Headquarters, Town Hall with Howard Schultz, anchored by Bret Baier and Martha McCallum. Now, here's what I want you to know on Fox News, okay? Fox is sitting over there saying, you know what? Our audience is a conservative audience, but we are fools not to get in the Democrat primary campaign as hard as we can. Because number one, elections now, it's an industry. It's an industry, okay? And I'll bring that up in just a minute with what I'm about to say on healthcare. This is an industry, elections is, all right? And a town hall for Fox and Howard Schultz, all I want to do is let the Fox News viewers know, if you're hanging your hat on Fox News in 2020, be careful. Because they are going to get in this Democrat primary as hard and strong as they can. And they've brought some people in, some players to get involved. I'm just concerned they start these town halls. Who do they want to be just like now? Huh? CNN? Why do you want to do these? You do understand it's not this November. It's next before you pull the lever for President of the United States. That's how far off this is. And they have this going wide open. When I think right now, it's right now, close to right now, where Donald Trump hadn't even announced he's going to run for President of the United States at this time in the last election. So just letting you know. Now, give me number 33. Number 33. What's the plan? Now, let me say this. Yesterday and since last week, this is a lawsuit, I think it's in Texas, to totally strike down Obamacare, okay? What is the plan? So, President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, says, we are going to be the party of health care. The Republicans, get ready, because Republicans will be the party of health care. And what's his name? Kevin McCarthy, the Republican minority leader, Wimp McCarthy. He's a wimp. He's a wimp. Okay. You get these Republicans that are just too afraid to take the gloves off and do some good, hard politics. All right. And Kevin McCarthy's one of them. They're crying. They've gone to the president. Why? Why did you say we were going to strike down Obamacare? Why? Why? Don't you know we could lose? What's the plan? And they're all going out, what's the plan? And I saved this for a reason. Because what is the president? He's playing chess. He's playing chess because what is the reason the president is going out and saying the Republicans will have a plan? The Republicans will keep, if you have a pre-existing condition, you will still have you will be able to keep your doctor in our plan. Your pre-existing condition is protected. I'm going to bring down prescription drug costs. I'm going to make sure that Obamacare is wiped out and no Americans have to lose everything they have to a medical bankruptcy. What is the plan? Their nerves are shot. What does this do? One, it absolutely makes Democrats have to talk about health care. Now, in 2018, no Democrat talking about health care had the power to make a single-payer plan, all right? Now, you and I know how great the single-payer plan is. We can't pay for it. We know that. We know there's not enough money to pay for these programs that they want to put in place. It's not out there. But we're going to force them to talk about it. We're going to force Bernie Sanders to say single payer. We're going to force every one of them, Elizabeth Warren, to say single payer. Because what the President of the United States knows, it is an enormous amount of time between now and the time I still call pull the lever, okay? Press the button, whatever you're doing in your state. There's an enormous amount of time. It's the perfect time to say health care. It's the perfect time to say get rid of Obamacare. And let's see what they do with it. Let's see how many primary debates that CNN looks at them and says, because they're going to think they're getting Donald Trump. They're going to think that, oh man, we're really putting him out here. And they look and say, the President of the United States says he wants to get rid of Obamacare. And he wants to do this and that, and he has a plan, but we don't know what it is, so what's your plan? See, the President of the United States knows that when he starts really Grand Rapids, he did an outstanding job framing healthcare at Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, Michigan last Thursday, he did an amazing job framing healthcare. Amazing job. All right? So get ready. Don't worry. It's only these wimps. It's only these, we used to say, I'm not going to say it, but it's only those Republican cowards that can't take this. President knows what he's doing. This is genius. This is Donald Trump at being a genius, pulling out of them everything they plan to do, knowing he's got plenty of time. All right, everybody's stressing. Oh, is this what we want to run on? Oh my God, why would we bring this up? Simple. Now, here's what you have to get ready for, okay? Now, they've been doing it for years, but this is what I think will ratchet up tenfold. And I want to do this before we close today. It is absolutely fake polling. And I have it here. I want to get to, give me number 28. All right. Now, remember, listen close when any poll comes up. And when these people say the American people, now I just want you guys, if I want by the show, I have two people in the room in there. I want by show, have either of you been called by a pollster and asked any questions on the Mueller report, any questions about Trump? Have either of you done a poll?
No, I've never been called.
And what about you, Ethan? Have you recently, here in the recent 3-4 weeks, has anybody called you a pollster?
No, not at all.
All right, good. All right, that's all I needed. Because every time, folks, every time they say and try to put one of these polls up, they'll say the American people. And I keep wondering, who the hell are these American people? I never get a phone call. Who the hell are these American people? The American people say, What American people? Based on what we know, the Mueller report, only 29% of the American people think it clears Trump. Damn it, the American people don't even know what the hell the Mueller report is for the most part. They don't know anything about it for the most part, the details. Does it clear Trump? 40%. Does not clear Trump? 40%. How do they know? Be careful, because this is the polling. Now give me number 29. Because this same polling shows them Trump and Mueller's claim on exoneration clash. Who do you believe more? Who do you believe more? President Trump, 32%. Robert Mueller, 61%. Who are the people? Who are they asking, folks? Now, I'm telling you, in the past, the polls have been horrific. But get ready, because this is what they plan to do daily, all right? They will work these polls daily to try to make you believe it's not even worth going and voting, but it's going to get worse than you've ever seen. President Trump's job approval, number 30. Number 30, 43%. Down 3% since February. Disapproval, 53%. It's up 1. I'm just begging you to get ready, okay? Now, let me change the poll situation for just a second. It's in the same. Number 31, here's what I like about Trump in so many ways. Go ahead, 31. The blue state, Trump thinks he could flip in 2020. Number 32. He thinks he can flip Virginia, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Colorado, and New Mexico. Trump team considers competing states Clinton won. That's what they think. And he will win Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Because what are they doing? They're showing you poll numbers saying he's already so far behind in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, he doesn't stand a chance. What does he do? He comes back and he says, if you don't think I stand a chance there, I'm going after Virginia, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Colorado, and New Mexico this time. Now, so watch for the polling on a daily basis. That is absolutely nothing but a lie. All right, nothing but a lie, the polling. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, why does he think he's going to win Virginia? Remember number 46, Lord Fairfax. All right. Now, this is, I got the guy here somewhere. CBS to air interview. So by the time we're on this morning, they may have already aired. CBS to air interview with Vanessa Tyson and Meredith Watson, who accused Fairfax of sexual assault. Vanessa Tyson and Meredith Watson, the two women, have accused Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of sexual assault, did interviews with CBS. One is this morning. The Virginia people need to know who it is they elected Tyson. Now, that is Vanessa Tyson. I don't have a picture of the second one. Her interview aired this morning. The other one with Meredith Watson will air tomorrow. And he claims Virginia Lieutenant Governor Fairfax office says 2 polygraph exams support his denial of sexual assault by 2 women, okay? So he's taken 2 polygraphs, all right? I have 2 women that want hearings, not an investigation. They want public hearings, all right? Guess what? Do you think I want to question, do you think Joe Biden will enter the race now? Do you? And I'm going to tell you, if the black guy in Virginia has to go, You see, it's the accusation is 2 black women. If the black guy in Virginia has to go, Ralph Northern has to go. That's the governor. Trump plans a good play in Virginia, and I think Republicans will turn Virginia red. All right, I absolutely do. All right, there's no way I see Ralph Northern. If Fairfax doesn't get to stay, I'll tell you, he is going to be so upset. And the Black Caucus in Virginia, the Black Caucus in Washington, D.C., black voters are going to roll if he goes and Northam doesn't go. That's Ralph Northam. He is the guy that had blackface on in his college yearbook. Plus, he did the video on the radio station where he said after the baby's born would keep the baby comfortable. All right. If Fairfax goes, Northam has to go. I'm telling you, that's the way he feels right now. Let me go through my pictures to make sure I got everything this morning. Don't want to forget anything. Let's see. I got that one. Don't have time for that one. Let's see. Oh, how I can't forget this. All right. Give me number 12. The Trump campaign. They're selling. Trump campaign is starting to sell pencil neck geek Adam Schiff t-shirts. Yes. Go to number 13. You can go on the campaign's website. Right there it is. And you can buy your pencil neck geek Adam Schiff t-shirt. Right there. Didn't want to forget that. How about this in the news? Number 20. The first quarter of 2019 is the best quarter for the stock market since 2009. Best since full quarter. S&P 500 rises in the first quarter 13.1%. Wall Street stages first quarter rally. Best since 2009. Right? They don't tell you that stuff. Look at the lady that just made the Phenom, number 22. Time magazine cover featuring Ocasio-Cortez. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is out today, the Phenom. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez became Americans' lightning rod. She is the lightning rod. Holy smokes, Batman. Wait a minute, let me see if there's anything else I'm missing that I don't want to go without. I think I have everything here. No, let's go with this one here. Let's go with 43. Pete Buttigieg. Now, this is, I'm not seeing any other numbers, okay? But this guy is getting a lot of support. This is the scariest Democrat candidate in the race right now for a Republican. Seriously. Pete Buttigieg, he's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. He's openly gay. He's got a husband or a wife. I don't know who's who. All right? $7 million in first quarter he raised. Now, last night, March 31st is it. They're starting to put out their numbers. Democrat candidates, some Democrat candidates are in fear big time of putting out their numbers because they don't want to show that they're flat and they can't raise money. But he hit $7 million in the first quarter. Thank you, MSNBC. Thank you, CNN. Thank you, Fox News, Chris Wallace, because this guy is getting support for some reason. First quarter, number 44, they brought it out, number 44 here. Pete Buttigieg raises, there you go, there's Minka, there's Muskrat Minka and Muskrat Joe. There's Joe and Minka. Pete Buttigieg raises $7 million in first quarter. And let's close with this, number 45. Joe Biden's physical style with women under scrutiny. Under scrutiny. Folks, the Fannin Rebels took two down there at Greater Atlanta Christian Friday night, GAC. They've not lost. The Fannin Rebels baseball team has not lost a single series in region play. And tomorrow night, Cherokee Bluff is coming to town for the next series in 3A Region 7. Those Fannin Rebels were on fire Friday night. I got to go. I'll be with you again tomorrow at 8 a.m. And don't forget, 706-889-9700. That's how you get in touch with me and send me an email, anything you want. Take us out of here, Ethan.